carry on the family tradition, and Mom interrupted. Lucy? What? This isn't one of your stories. Let's bring it back to reality. Right, I said. Reality. But sometimes reality was so boring. Fiction, my fiction, was way better. I'm pretty sure I'm the best writer in my school, where I'm a soon-to-be 8th grader. Gianna asked, You're totally going to teach it to me, right? It depends on if I have to take some kind of oath that could only be broken in the event of a zombie apocalypse, I said. Dad suggested, and let's try to cool it with apocalypse-related exaggerations, huh? Aunt Maria probably doesn't get zombies and their ilk. Roger that, Dad, I said. I'm going to pack, Gianna said. I can bring a glue gun, right? That's okay on the plane, isn't it? I'm pretty sure they have glue guns in Italy. Or maybe you could refrain from hot gluing things for 2 weeks, Mom suggested. Huh, you're funny, Mom, Gianna said. Don't lose that sense of humor while the two of us are spending 14 days in Italy. G and I looked at each other. Italy! We both yelled at the same time. We would have screamed way louder if we'd had any idea how much this trip would change the future. Mine, Gianna's, Aunt Maria's, Amore Pizzeria's, and Rome's. 2. Stamp. The customs officer who sat in a glass-enclosed booth pounded his stamp onto Gianna's passport. I slid mine through a little hole in the glass, and he did the same. New stamps in our passports! Yay! Me and G high-fived. A few moments later, my eyes caught a paper sign that said, Lucia and Gianna Rossi. The lady holding it wasn't Aunt Maria. She was as different as possible from our older Italian aunt. She was young, maybe 23, and was all bright colors and peculiarities. Her head was wrapped in a dark purple scarf that hung like a long tail down her back. Her sunglasses were splotched with mismatched paint, and her pants were unlike any that I'd ever seen. One leg was striped and short and snug, maybe spandex, while the other leg was flowery, long, and flowing, possibly silk. We made our way over to her and her sign. Are you Lucia and Gianna? She asked without a trace of an Italian accent. She was as American as me. We nodded. Buongiorno! She hugged us just like Aunt Maria would have, tight and extra long. I'm Jane Attilio, and I've come to take you to Amore Pizzeria. Andiamo? G and I looked at each other, unfamiliar with the word. Maybe she didn't know that we didn't speak Italian. Let's go, Jane added with a big smile. With one hand, she dragged my wheelie suitcase. With the other, she took Gianna's hand and led us out of the airport. We're going to have an incredibly awesome 2 weeks. Jane Attilio effortlessly crammed our bags into her small European automobile, a Fiat, and whizzed us, and I do mean whizzed, through the streets of Rome. While Jane's driving was fast, it was no crazier than everyone else's. I would have buckled up twice if that was possible. We passed ancient and crumbling buildings, and statues, monuments, and ruins. When traffic stopped, we were next to a big stone wall where a very long line of people stood. What are they doing? I asked. Behind that wall is Vatican City. Those people are in the queue to go in. Jane pointed to a half-moon of gigantic stone columns. That plaza is St. Peter's Square. See that big dome behind it? That's the Basilica. People travel very far to get in there. So cool, I said, and snapped a picture with my cell phone. Jane navigated the roads onto a white marble bridge called the Ponte Principe Amadeo Savoia Aosta, which took us over the Tiber, a river that ran right through the middle of the city. Finally, Jane's little car halted at the end of a cobblestone alley. Amore Pizzeria is down there, she said. Gianna started getting her bags out of the car and setting them down on the street. Jane said, That's okay. Leave your bags. I'll drop them off at Aunt Maria's apartment. It's not far. She hugged us both again, real hard. She is so excited to see you girls. You're all she's talked about since she found out you were coming. Jane got back into the car and yelled, I hope you'll be able to cheer her up. Why does she need cheering up?